welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Cancer for the month of July 2021. Please note that this is an intuitive reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone, but please do take whatever does resonate and leave the rest behind. Also, if you find that this reading does not resonate with you, do please check out your other signs from your charts. Look out for future videos for those as well. If you like this reading, please be sure to hit the like button as well as to subscribe. I am also currently offering personal readings on my Etsy shop, and the link for that will be in the description box below. Okay, thank you, and let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So I like to take in the moment to call in the angels and the spirit guides for the collective sign of Cancer for their July 2021 reading. This will be a 5-card spread, and where we will look at the different energies for the month. The first card is going to show your overall energy for the month of July 2021. The second card is going to show what the theme of the month is. The third card will show what challenges may be present for that month. The fourth card will look at how you should respond to those challenges. And last but not least, the fifth card will look at the advice that Spirit has for you, okay? I will also clarify the cards as needed. That way we can dig a little bit deeper into the messages that present themselves and try to get a bigger picture or a full picture of what will be going on for next month, all right? I will also pull an oracle card at the end from my Wings of Wisdom oracle deck, and that way we can see what positive affirmations you can take with you for the month of July 2021, beautiful Cancers. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, beautiful angels and spirit guides, for guiding me in this reading, for your divine pure white light. Let's go ahead and see what is the overall energy. Oh, it came out. Overall energy for Cancer. All right, and we have the 10 of Wands. So someone feels like they may be carrying a lot on their shoulders at the moment. Let's see what the theme of the month will be for you, beautiful Cancers, in the month of July 2021. Please, angels, spirit guides, show me what the theme of the month is for our lovely Cancers for the month of July 2021. What is the theme of the month? What theme are we looking at energy-wise? What is the theme of the month for our lovely Cancers? Okay, that one to come out. Beautiful. So we have the Empress as the theme, meaning being creative, manifesting abundance into your life. Let's continue. We're going to look at what will be the challenges for the month of July. What challenges may be present for the month of July? That just really flew out. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. And how should you respond to those challenges, beautiful Cancers? How should you respond? All right, I have a jumper. Give me one moment. All right, and this came out as the Three of Wands in reverse. I'm sorry, upright. All right, they say to put it upright. All right, and last but not least, let's look at what the advice is from Spirit. What advice do we have from Spirit for you, lovely Cancers, for the month of July 2021? What advice do we have from Spirit? Thank you, lovely angels and spirit guides. What advice do you have? All right, so we have the Hanging Man. And your underlier card is the Wheel of Fortune, okay, which is a very positive card, meaning changes definitely will be happening in this month for you guys. But let's just take a look at the overall picture. All right, So it seems so a lot of you may be pushing towards something. It may feel weightful. It may feel like a lot. But the good thing with the Ten of Wands being your overall energy is that you're being persistent. Okay, so it may feel like it's a lot. You have a lot on your plate at this time. You may be, you know, trying to do 2 things at once or more at once. In this case, he's trying to carry 10 things at once. So it's definitely a lot on your plate at this time. I don't really want to use the word burden because sometimes, you know, let's just say responsibility. You may be carrying a lot of responsibility at this time, trying to move yourself forward, okay? And it may be a heavy load, but as you can see in this card here, he's optimistic. He's looking, you know, he's going up this hill and he can see his end desire. He can see where he will eventually, through perseverance and keeping going, where he will end up. So he's optimistic. I don't know if you can really see that good in his facial expression, but he's optimistic about the outcome. So even though he may be carrying a lot on his shoulders right now, he can still see the hope at the end of it all, right? So he's persevering, he's pushing through, and he's trudging. So that's the overall energy that you all have, Cancers, for this month of July 2021. Having a lot going on at one time, a lot of responsibilities, maybe a lot of burdens, but the point is to just keep pushing forward, right? The theme of the month is the Empress, okay? The Empress brings in very abundant energy. She's a manifester. She's creative. Everything that she touches turns to gold, so to say. So your theme is to really not to only, you know, keep pushing forward, but to be creative while doing so. You know, knowing that the road ahead, you know, maybe, you know, winding and a lot further out than you like it to be, but just, you know, during this time, really taking the time to manifest those energies that will help you to utilize the best of your time, from going from step A to step B, you know. So he's at step A right here, you know, and B is obviously the outcome. So in between here and there, you need to think of ways to manifest different things or strategies that will help you along your path, or that might even lighten your load. So there may be some things that you can put off for another day, or there could be, you know, someone who could help you out, and you don't have to feel like you're taking this all on by yourself. Okay, so just being creative and letting, you know, ideas be inspired by new ideas or new creative ways of thinking, so that you can manifest a different approach to how you're currently approaching this situation right now. All right, and then in the challenging position, you have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, with it being a challenge, is saying, you know, to usually the Knight of Swords is, first of all, he's very intellectual. He's the most brashness of all the knights. I mean, he's more of the knight that's act before you think, whereas the other knights, especially the Knight of Pentacles, would be more of a think before I act type of knight. The Knight of Swords is the opposite. He's more of a act first, think later. So you definitely want to kind of pull in the reins a little bit with this Knight of Swords energy, and you want to definitely make sure that you are thinking things through. I mean, there you will still have forward movement because he is a knight. So you do want to make sure, though, that you are making sure you're crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's in whatever situations you are going to be in. That way, everything, you know, will eventually pan out how it is supposed to, without errors in the end. Okay, so the challenge is to rein in a little bit on this horse and to just take a slower pace. Be creative, you know, see how different ideas can manifest, or different ways of doing things can manifest to kind of help lighten your load of, you know, this hill that you're trudging up. Okay, so just, you know, really being mindful of how you approach things is going to be how the end result will, you know, turn out. You go into something fast and rushed, then your outcome might not be the best because it's a fast and rush outcome. Whereas when you take the time to kind of hone in on what it is that you're doing and how you can do it better, you're likely to have an outcome that you'll be more satisfied with. And then how you respond, which is just pretty much, you know, summing up what I just said with the Three of Wands, is that you be patient, right? Because the Three of Wands is about saying, okay, I've taken the necessary steps, right? You have the Two Wands behind him, meaning he's made a choice, and now he's just waiting for that outcome of the choice that he made to come in, which in this case is the ships coming in, right? So you just take a moment to be patient and, you know, really, like I say, be careful with the Knight of Swords energy so that you're not rushing into things. You definitely want to take the time to think things through before acting, and just kind of just wait for things to pan out how they are intended to, because with the Three of Wands, there is, like, you know, the ships are coming in. It just may be taking a little bit longer than he would like, but they are coming in. And you also have, in the advice from Spirit, you also have another patient waiting card, which is the Hanging Man. Okay, the Hanging Man is all about being still, reflecting, taking a look at what's going on around you. That way, whatever is intended to be or to happen will eventually, you know, pan out how it's supposed to. So it's just right now maybe just a waiting game, you know, but continue to put in that hard work. Continue to see the goal at the finish line with the Ten of Wands. You know, it may feel like a lot right now, but as I mentioned earlier, he's optimistic about this outcome. You know, it might be taking a lot of effort on his behalf or on his part, but he's putting in the work to get it done, you know. So it might feel like a lot, but just don't be quick to to jump to conclusions and decisions just to get rid of a wand, you know, like, you know, like checking them off the list. Okay, one wand gone, now I'm down to 9. One wand off, now I'm down to 8. So you don't want to be so quick to make decisions just so that you can feel like your burden to sooner lift your burden, right? You want to put in that hard work, but you still want to be patient and still with the outcome and the results of things that are to come in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clarify these cards to see if we can dig a little bit deeper into the messages for them. And we'll start with the Ten of Wands. Beautiful angels and spirit guides, please clarify the Ten of Wands and a position of the overall energy for Cancers in the month of July 2021. Clarify the overall. All right. So you have the Eight of Cups as the clarifier. So yeah, someone is ready to move on. You're seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. You're ready to make big life changes right now. Okay, this could be changing your priorities. This can also be leaving home. So you might feel burdened by that. Like, you know, you might feel burdened by all of these changes that you feel like you should be making right now. And this is why the Ten of Wands is here. You may feel burdened by this. You know, you may feel like it's a lot of hard work. It's not as easy as you thought it would be. But the Ten of Wands, he perseveres. You know, he continues to go. He continues to push himself up that hill to the finish line, right? So just know that this drive is fueled by a need to, or a wanting to move on from something or someone. Okay, so just know that eventually these burdens will be lifted. Let's just make sure we're taking the right approach to get there. Now let's clarify the Empress in a position of the theme of the month. Beautiful angels and spirit guides, can you please clarify for me the Empress card in a position of the theme of the month? Yeah, so someone is definitely seeking change, wanting change. Just be mindful of how you get there, and be patient as well. Don't be so quick to jump the gun, so to say. Really make sure that you are crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, putting everything into perspective beforehand. That way, when you do get to the finish line, it's a smooth transition, right? You don't want to have to get to the finish line and realize that you're picking up 10 more ones when you thought you would be setting them down, because now it's like you've overburdened yourself or added more to your plate than what you needed to. So with the Empress energy, which we're going to clarify, the theme is, you know, it's a nurturing energy. So be kind to yourself, you know, be kind to yourself. Recognize what it is that you want and take different creative approaches to get that abundance that normally comes in from the Empress energy. Okay, so let's just see what is going to clarify the Empress energy. Beautiful angels and spirit guides. Okay, yeah, so you have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. Definitely new experiences, right? Could be, yeah, new experiences for some of you, right? So this is you nurturing yourself in this load, nurturing it to get the final outcome, which is a new opportunity for you, right? So it could be a new emotional experience. It could be a romantic relationship or deep friendship, and this could be either, you know, even a new home, right? So you're going to nurture your mind, nurture your body, your soul, so that during this whole experience of what you're trying to do, you come out with the best opportunity, and you recognize that opportunity when it presents itself. Right, now let's clarify the Knight of Swords in a position of challenge. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords, please, in a position of the challenge. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so then we have the Queen of Pentacles to clarify the Knight of Swords. All right, so the challenge is to not be the Knight of Swords energy and rush into things, and you do want to instead take on a more practical role, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's a mature woman, she's stable, and she's that way because she crosses all her T's and she dots all her I's. So she's very careful in any approach that she makes, especially when it comes to finances, right? So you, instead of being that Knight of Swords who jumps into action because he's ready to get it over and done with, you want to take that approach to where you really make sure that you are aware of all practical matters and issues that could arise from whatever it is that you may be pursuing at this moment. Okay, so you just really have to be practical in a sense about how you proceed. So she's definitely the opposite of the Knight of Swords, who's less impractical, right? Let's clarify the Three of Wands in a position of how to respond. So yeah, even with the Three of Wands, once again, those two came out, we're going to keep them. Even with the Three of Wands, be practical, be patient. the two P's, practical and patient, right? So yeah, so then we have, to clarify the Three of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords again, right? Also the Eight of Earth came out, which is also the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, so be patient, right? And whatever it is that you're waiting to come in, you have the Knight of Swords showing up again, which is just saying it's okay to be focused, you know, because obviously you are focused, but you still want to not make any sudden movements or sudden changes that will you know, alter how you eventually or essentially want things to turn out. All right, so definitely be patient. That way you are reviewing any options that come up to you carefully, and using this time also to kind of seek a mentor if you need it, or seek someone who can help you out. In this case, the Eight of Pentacles is all about also investing the time into energy into improving oneself and one's craft. Okay, so if you're in the works of learning about something, make sure you learn it carefully before making a decision, right? So when you think about the Three of Wands being in how you should, in the position of how you should respond, is to be patient, right? Wait for those ships to come in, and then also while doing so, you know, just making sure you're crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, reviewing all your options carefully, and really learning about something, or really making sure you're investing the time to know what something is before jumping to a sudden conclusion, right? You don't want to do that just for the sake of lifting these burdens, you know, because you will eventually get there, but you want everything to be right when you do. Lastly, we're going to clarify the Hanging Man in a position of what advice the angels and spirit guides have for you, beautiful Cancers. We're going to clarify the Hanging Man. Let's see. Clarify the Hanging Man, please. Clarify the Hanging Man and the position of the advice that Spirit has for you. Clarify the Hanging Man, please. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. And this was also in your underlier in the deck. And this is just basically saying that, you know, there will be a fresh start soon, you know, and there will be progress, and there will be a positive change that will happen in your life soon. But it's okay to not rush into that and kind of just let that wheel of fate turn in your favor. But it's good to know that in the end, there will be progress, there will be good news, there will be an overall victory to, even though this may have been like stressful and burdening at one point, just know that it will turn out in your favor in the end. Okay, so it's just all about keeping that patience, being able to not rush into things, but to look at things from all angles and from all angles in all directions, just to make sure that you are actually making the right choice in the end, right? So definitely be practical in whatever decisions that you have to make this month, Cancers. For some of you, it seems as if you are ready to take the next step forward. You're ready to move on. You're ready for this new change. And it might, like, the process of getting that change might seem like worrisome right now. It's just a lot to take on at once. But just think of different creative approaches to take to it, just so that you find that way that lightens your load rather than burdens you with it. But also don't be so quick to jump to your conclusions in the end, or your decisions. Okay, now let's clarify. I'm sorry, we're not clarifying, we are pulling an oracle card for you to see what other message angels and spirit guides want you to have for the month of July 2021. Let's see what other message that Spirit has for you for the month of July 2021. All right, let's see. All right, and you have Firefly. Shine bright, seeing the truth, future blessings. I shine, affirmation is, I shine bright and light up the night. Okay, so that's Firefly. So do not be fooled by appearances. Look within for the true guiding light. Your inner light is strong enough to shine brighter during the darker times of life. You have enough light within you to find your way and help others see the light too. It is time to affirm your beautiful inner nature and recognize the qualities that make you an excellent human being. Fireflies are summertime creatures and bring the message that a winter of the soul is ending and a brighter and happier future awaits. Yes, so even with this being said, future blessings, or, you know, happier times or a happier future awaits. You also have the wheel here at the end, meaning that through this all, everything is, you know, eventually will work out in your favor. All right, so until then, just continue to shine bright, continue to see the truth, look at, you know, in between the ins, the outs of everything before any final or future conclusions to anything, and you will have future blessings in the end, my beautiful Cancers. All right, so I really hope this reading resonated with some, if not all of you. If so, please be sure to like my channel and also to subscribe. And until next time, thank you and bye-bye.